Hey. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining me today on another episode of Market Faith. I hope it's been helpful for you so far. I hope you are already taking action. I hope you are already doing things about your business and moving towards the achievement of your goals in the year 2023. All right. Thank you once again for joining this and for watching this. I really hope that it's helpful and that it's really helping you take your next steps and make progress in the things that you are doing. All right. Please don't forget, leave me a comment, send me a DM. Let me know, right, what you think about what we're sharing and if it's being helpful for you and helpful for your business. All right. And if you want me to do more videos like this on this particular topic or content, please let me know and I'll be happy to do more in that regard. All right. So today we're continuing, the conversation that we've been having around overcoming barriers to your progress. Okay, because listen, as the year has begun, all right, it's very important that you find ways to overcome whatever barriers that you are facing in your business. Okay, because if you don't overcome those barriers, it'll be very, very difficult to achieve the goals that you have set for the year. So overcoming the barriers to your growth, overcoming the barriers to your progress. And I want to make this as practical as possible, right? And if you don't think it's practical enough, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know whatever it is that I say that you think is not practicable, right? And I'm happy to share more and shed more light on that and help you understand how you can make this, you can do this in a practical way. Okay. So we started out talking about why taking action is important, why people don't take action. We talked about fear. We talked about absence of information. We talked about a lot of things, why people don't take action. And we started looking at, overcoming those barriers, right, to progress, overcoming those barriers to taking action in your business, in your life, and all those types of things. We started looking at that. And the major thing we talked about the last time was information, the power of information, and how getting information can help you overcome barriers to making progress, and where to look for those information, where to find that particular information so that you can overcome the barriers to your growth, you can overcome the barriers to you achieving the goals that you have set for yourself in the year 2023. Okay, now today I want to take it a step further and talk about the second big umbrella that helps you overcome barriers to progress. And that second umbrella is what I call accountability. Accountability. I find that in most cases, when you solve the information problem and you solve the accountability problem, in 85% of the cases at the minimum, right, you are able to make progress and you are able to get things done faster, quicker, better than most other people that will not take action in the things that they are doing. So accountability is important, right? Now, what does accountability mean? Accountability is reflected in the following ways. Number one, paid coaching or paid accountability partner, or someone who will hold you accountable for the things that you are doing. This is very important. Now, for many of us, we have friends who will, do things with us, who will help us and do all those types of things. But one of the things we don't leverage those relationships for is, look, I'm trying to do X. Why don't you hold me accountable for it, right? Give me stick about it. These are relationships in your life that even you know that you don't want to do without. But when they keep talking to you about what it is that you need to do, one of the things it does is that it helps you take action. When you know that you see this person on a regular basis and this person is going to ask you about that thing that you said you will do, chances are that you will take action to get that thing done. If you have a coach that is coaching you and you have paid money, you have paid money for that coach to coach you, right? Chances are that you will not want your money to go to waste and you will want to take action, right? So, just talk to someone and say, look, I need you to hold me accountable for something. I want to do X, Y, Z. I want to start a new business. I want to start a crowdfunding program. I want to raise money. I want to do this. I want to do that. Whatever it is that you want to do, find someone who can hold you accountable, right? If you don't have a regular relationship in your life who can do that, talk to people and ask them, look, do you know any coaches? Do you know anyone who does coaching who can hold me accountable for the things that I have set out to do in my business, right? Ask and people will be willing to help, okay? So make sure that you're not keeping quiet about it. Make sure that you're looking, go online, go and search for coaches if you can't find people who know coaches, right? Go online and Google, how to keep yourself accountable, right? Whatever it is, right? Make sure you are keeping yourself accountable. One of the biggest things to do, taking action is accountability, right? The second thing that you can do, right, to keeping yourself accountable is regular reviews. So maybe every month you are reviewing you are having a meeting with yourself, all right? You are having a meeting with yourself. Somebody said something one time. He said, anytime you see me walking on the road, right, I'm talking to myself, don't think I'm crazy. I'm having a meeting with myself, okay? So what that means is this, right? You are having meetings with yourself. So at the end of every month, fix a day that you do it, right? Maybe the last Saturday of every month at 10 a.m. in your house. What that means is at 10 a.m. in your house on a Saturday, last Saturday of the month, you will make sure that you are at home to do this particular exercise. Make it a date, make it an appointment. The challenge many times is many people say, oh, I will do self-review, but because it's not fixed at a time, it's not fixed at a place, and the agenda is not set, right? People take it for granted. So give yourself time, give yourself a location, give yourself an agenda, right? And say, I'm going to start out by reviewing what I've done so far, what I plan to do, where I am, what are the gaps, what do I need to do to make it work, all those types of things, right? So set a time and date for yourself. Every last Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. at home or at 7 a.m., depending on whether you're a morning person or you're a night person, at 7 a.m., at 6 a.m., I'm going to spend 2 hours to review. And in that period, you are reviewing, you are asking yourself questions. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do this, right? So, because when you do that, what happens is that you give yourself the opportunity to succeed. You give yourself the opportunity to do well and make things happen in your business. So, regular reviews. My recommendation is that every month, right? At the minimum, every month you have a sit down with yourself. If you can, get somebody who will hold you accountable, and that person will sit down with you and they will do a monthly review. Look, Mr. Man, you said you're going to do A, B, C. What have you done so far? Oh, I've only done A. Why have you done only A? What happened to B? What happened to C? Right? What are you going to do next month to ensure that that is not the case? If you did something and you did it well, what did you do well? And what are you going to do to ensure you sustain it, right? It's not just enough to say that, oh, I did not do something or I did something well. The question is this, whether you did it well or you didn't do it at all, right? Why? And, why is much more important than what many times. So if you understand why, you can replicate. If you only understand what, you can do it in multiple times and it won't work. Let me explain that. If you find somebody doing social media ads, right, and the person is making money in their business, and you copy the social media ads that the person is doing, but you are not getting results, what you've done is that you've copied the why. The what, you've not copied the why. You've copied the thing that the person did on the external, on the outside, but you've not copied the reason that is propelling and driving that thing. And what happens many times is that the reason that is driving it is more important than what they are doing, because what they are doing is influenced by the reason why they are doing it. So understanding why is one of the most critical things that you can do for yourself in business. The third thing that you can do to be accountable, right, is to create a plan and set a deadline. Create a plan and set a deadline. So what that means is this: you create a plan that says, okay, fine, this is what exactly I'm going to do, and I'm going to start by the 3rd of February 2023 and do it all the way up to the 4th and do this and do that and do this and do that, right? You create a plan, right? And then you set a deadline. Okay, I am going to get this thing done by so period, right? Especially if you're the kind of person that deadlines work for you, and deadlines will put you under pressure, good pressure, positive pressure to do the things that you need to do. But listen, it is absolutely essential that you create a plan, set a deadline, and make it work. All right. Otherwise, this year is just going to turn out like other years. You're just going to procrastinate and keep saying that you'll do it, and you'll never get it done. Okay. So very important. Create a plan, set a deadline. Now, outside of our accountability, what are some of the things that you can also do, right, to overcome barriers to progress. One of the things, especially when you are in a situation where money is a problem, where you are in a situation where money is a challenge, right, to achieving the kind of growth that you're looking for, what I recommend are two things. Number one, find a way to break down what you're trying to do in small chunks. Find a way to break down what you're trying to do in small chunks. My friend always says it this way: if you, whatever big dream that you have, break it down to the nearest 1,000, right? In other words, if I had 1,000 naira, if I had $1,000, what can I do with it? Okay. Too many times we say that, there's nothing I can do, but that's not always true, right? With the small money you have, you can make a phone call, you can book an appointment with someone, you can have lunch with someone, and that person will give you the kind of information that will make you go further faster, right? If you want to build a large warehouse manufacturing company, the first thing is this: what exactly is it that you can do? What exactly can you do with what it is that you have to ensure, right, that you will start making progress and you start taking certain steps in what it is that you're doing? So find a way to break it down to the smallest possible unit and start from there, right? The second thing you could do, or rather the other thing you could do, is that if it seems like something that is very daunting and something that is very big, find a partner. Find a partner. One of the things one of my friends did was that he was trying to raise money, but because he knew that he didn't really know people that much, he went to partner with an investment banking firm who already have all these wealthy people in their portfolio. And what happened was that on a profit sharing basis, they were able to help him raise money so he didn't have to go and start from scratch. All right. So it's very, very important that you get creative about these things and find out what you can do to make your business work, to make taking action work. Listen, you don't have an excuse. Do not accept any excuse for not taking action. Make up your mind that there is no excuse that will be tenable. There is no excuse that will be sufficient that will stop me from taking the action that I need to take to grow my business in 2023. Hey, I hope that helped you today. Thank you so much for joining me today on Market Faith. I'll see you next time. God bless you.